Oh, we got heroes for days today. NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at One Youngster holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people, today? Oh yeah, we coming with another wonderful episode of On Screen. And just a couple of things popping, you know, a little here, a little there. So Misty Knight is in an ill photo from the very first look at Luke Cage Season 2. And I just want to geek out. I mean, the first thing we know that Luke Cage Season 2 is coming. It's real, we got a picture, it's on a V-Way. And we got Misty Knight with that bionic arm. That's right, you know, if you don't remember, or if you haven't seen yet, here's a spoiler. But in Marvel's Defenders, you know, she had a little mishap where she lost her arm. But we know she had to lose her arm because in the comic book, she ends up with a bionic arm, and that bionic arm ain't no joke. So aside from the fact that Luke Cage Season 2 is coming, thank you, Jesus. And also besides the fact that Misty Knight is side by side ready to wreck shop, thank you, Jesus. But the cool thing is that now we get to speculate a little bit more on the possibilities of maybe Daughters of the Dragon, you know, Heroes for Hire kind of thing, and what's gonna go on between Misty, between Colleen Wing, where that future might go, and also kind of like who made it? Is this from Stark Tech? Did Rand Industries make this? You know, there's a lot to wonder about how much strength she'll be able to have with the arm, how mobile it'll be. Will she have any problems? Will she have any difficulties dealing with it? Maybe out in the field where she's fighting actual bad guys. So my question to you is, what are you expecting to see? What are you waiting to see from Misty Knight? What like kind of storyline are you expecting her to start following now? And do you think that maybe we'll get a Daughters of the Dragon show, or maybe a little mini series, maybe like, you know, 3 or 4 episodes of their own thing? You know, it doesn't have to be like 8 or 13 episodes, but maybe like a nice little story where they do their own thing. So of course, guys, holla at me. I'ma holla at you down in the comments. Let's talk about Misty Knight, cause I'm hyped. Next up is a new look at InHumans with their war trailer. And the bottom line is we're getting a lot more Lockjaw. It looks like those effects are finally finished. We're getting ready to see it this weekend. If you've got your tickets at IMAX, which I suggest because I'm still kind of betting on this being good. And here's why. I don't see dumping all this money into a property and doing this whole IMAX thing if you're expecting a dud. So let's get into the rest of the trailer. We have a bunch of action. This whole trailer basically is just action-packed because we've gotten sort of a teaser and a trailer already. So we kind of know, hey, there's these 2 brothers, there's this kind of like royal family thing going on, there's a coup coming between one brother and another brother. So in this case, all we need to show is just cool action. And I think that's what we get from a lot of our characters. Now I'm gonna focus in on Medusa and your boy Black Bolt. With Medusa, I'm loving the effects that they put on the hair. Now, of course, this is still television, so we couldn't go as deep as like, you know, this isn't gonna break ground like, you know, Matrix or, Avatar or something, but the hair looked good. I like how it reacted to her. I liked her facial expressions when she was kind of using her hair to attack. I think it helped kind of drive home the diversity and their weirdness that the InHumans kind of like cover. And speaking of her hair, one of the big things is that we see her kind of like throw down with Maximus a little bit, which is weird to me because I don't know a ton about Maximus. I'll be honest, I don't. But from what I know, he never came across to me as weak, and it seemed kind of like she kind of handled him pretty easily. I mean, he almost didn't fight back. Maybe it's because, you know, I don't want to hit a woman, you know, I don't want to be like that. Or maybe because dude just ain't got no hands. But back to her hair, I see that later in the trailer that her hair is cut. So maybe somebody cut her hair, or maybe, you know, somebody like drugged her and, you know, shaved it or something, I don't know. But now we kind of have a show where Medusa doesn't have her hair. And I wonder if that's going to provide a great character journey for her, or if we're going to get to see kind of cool segments as her hair grows back where it's able to do things. I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna go with that. Or it might just be a cheap route to not do hair effects anymore for the special effects and graphics team, maybe. But we're not sure. So before we move on to Black Bolt, let me remind you that you can find me at Black Hollywood Live. That's right, the first online network for African Americans is super dope, and you can check them at blackhollywoodlive.com, where they have celebrity interviews, after show, sports talk, geek, nerd, tech, the whole shebang, with live streams every day at youtube.com/blackhollywoodlive. So my biggest thing that I'm drawing out of this trailer is that Lockjaw looks big, fluffy, and lovable. Well, maybe not fluffy. He doesn't have tons of hair, but he just looks squeezable. You know, he just looks like so huggable. And Black Bolt. Here's my thing about Black Bolt. I feel like they're nerfing him a little bit, because in the shot where the cops are holding him and he like lets out like a little bit of like breath or whatever, and he flips the car and like a couple things, you know, pieces of paper fly or whatever. In the comic books, he's way stronger than that, and maybe they're nerfing him back so he's just not like you know, God level destruction, maybe. Or maybe they're just taking the cheap route because it does cost money to make effects happen. So I'm not sure how I feel about that yet, but we'll see how it plays when the actual show comes out. So it might be something that I'm just worrying about now, but when it comes to playing the show, I'll be like, oh, okay, makes sense, because he is on Earth. And, you know, if he, I don't know, like, you know, lets out a small like gasp like that, it could kind of destroy your whole town if he wanted. So maybe it's best to kind of pull his powers back, you know? So I'm interested to see where you're at on Medusa's hair, on the fish out of water story about them coming to Earth, about Black Bolt and his powers, you know what I mean? Get at me down in them comments. And we gotta move on to one more thing with your boy Arnold. Next up, and last but not least, on our docket is Killing Gunther. Arnold is back. It's funny, it's fun, and I think this is gonna be something that has a lot of replay value. Straight up, it's played out like, you know, kind of like a documentary, mockumentary style kind of thing. And you have, I guess, this character that is not too pleased with Gunther, and he wants to be the assassin that takes him out. You know, he wants to be known as the best. And Arnold, of course, Gunther right now is the best. And what we get is a lot of hijinks. It's just funny, because you're documenting who's supposed to be like, say, the greatest hero or the greatest hitman out there against kind of like these ragtag weirdos that are kind of like joining forces to, I guess, take him down. Or this guy is kind of amassing heroes or teammates or assassins to kind of take Gunther down. And look, I'm all for going after somebody if you don't like them. But this is Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. It's not gonna work for you. But one of the funniest moments is when, Arnold straight breaks the code. Arnold snitches on dude to the FBI, man. You don't never snitch to the Poe. Like, what's up with you, man? Even though that scene was definitely funny, but I just think that, come on, man, you can't call the cops, man. You snitching, you can't snitch. So you take that with a whole bunch of catchphrases, and I think this is like Commando and The Office, but just with new effects. Yeah. And I'm so ready to see it. So guys, holla at me, I'ma holla at you down in the comments. Let me know what you like about the new Killing Gunther trailer. Are you into it? Are you not? Or are you just ready to see Arnold punch somebody in the face? Because I think I am. So before I bounce, I gotta tell you guys to hit up thatnerdsoul.com. That's right, check me out right there. All my videos from the oldest, newest, latest, greatest, and all of that. Then hit up shop.thatnerdsoul.com and pick yourself up a t-shirt player, and don't forget to get one for them playettes. Then come back here, like, comment, subscribe, and share that Nerd Soul. That's right, there's no better way that I can show people that you like what you are watching. And LA, what up? BA, what up? RBA, you got my heart, and please be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And don't ever snitch on people that are in the same game you are. It's not fair. It's not fair. Peace.